Luigi's Mansion 3 has been an absolute blast to play. The gameplay paired with the amazing visuals have been some of the best experiences I've had on the Nintendo Switch during 2019. Perhaps the most fun mechanic added to Luigi's Mansion 3 is the addition of Gooigi. Gooigi is Luigi's slime counterpart that lives in his poltergust. The added mechanics and gameplay elements that Gooigi adds to Luigi's Mansion are a treat and really add a lot to the experience. However, I can't help but feel like Nintendo missed out on a prime opportunity to create amiibos to release alongside this game, and specifically make a Gooigi amiibo. So in this video, let's make a custom Gooigi amiibo inspired by Luigi's Mansion 3. And make sure you stick around and watch the entire video for your chance to win one of these custom amiibo. So before we get started, I want to thank PCBWay for sponsoring this video. Did you know PCBWay has a shared project page? There are some awesome shared projects on there, like this Sega Master System to Game Gear cartridge adapter. You guys know I love my Sega consoles. Anyway, I want to thank PCBWay for sponsoring this video, and you can check them out at the link in the description. So I recently picked up a new toy. This is an Epax X1 resin 3D printer. It uses UV LEDs to create super high quality prints out of resin. My plan is to use this along with some transparent green resin to create Gooigi. So the model I'm using was created by Emmanuel Esco. I have left a link in the description to this model. It's not free, but it only costs a few bucks. For the base, I repurposed a design off Thingiverse by Microns. It's free and I've linked it in the description below. If you haven't seen a resin 3D printer in action before, they're super cool, and they work just the opposite of an FDM printer, in the sense that the print apparatus stays stationary instead of moving up the Z-axis like you'd see on an FDM printer. But anyway, here you can check out the 3D print at various stages of completion. With the print complete, there is some post-processing necessary. This involves washing the print in some isopropyl alcohol to get any of the excess resin off the print, and then doing a final cure under UV light. With all that being done, we can clip away the supports from the print with some flush cuts. So with all that out of the way, I used some UV clear resin to attach Gooigi's head to his body, and then I proceeded to paint Gooigi in this UV clear resin. The purpose is to make Gooigi as glossy as possible so he actually looks like goo. I used this exact same process to adhere Gooigi's feet to the base of the amiibo. I'm not really sure if there's a more technically correct way to do it, but I'll tell you what, it worked out pretty well. Now this wouldn't be an amiibo if it didn't have some in-game features. So I used my cell phone to program a NFC chip with the Luigi Smash Bros. Amiibo. If you missed my previous video which details this process, check it out in the card in the upper right hand corner. So at this point, everything was looking really good, but I couldn't help myself. I just felt the need to take it a little bit further. So what I did is mixed up some resin, added some glow powder, and we're gonna make the base of this thing glow. Because, hey, why not? The other thing I did, but didn't show it here, was hit it with some matte black paint, as well as some matte lacquer. But with all the hard work out of the way, let's admire our work. Overall, this custom amiibo wasn't too hard to make, and it really turned out great. However, I didn't make just one. I made two. And I'm really glad I made another, because it allowed me to try a few different techniques, as well as correct a few tiny things that I wanted to fix after the first one. And even better, it gives me an excuse to give one away. So if you want your chance to win and take the custom Gooigi amiibo home, it's very easy. You just have to leave a comment below, like the video, and subscribe to the channel. In 2 weeks' time, I'll choose a winner for the custom Gooigi amiibo. With all that being said, I want to thank you very much for checking out the video. If you enjoyed it, please check out some of my other project videos, as I think you'll enjoy them. Anyway, I'll catch you guys for the next one here soon.